It was supposed to be good for the community. Here's ABC's Tom Foreman.
When a computer network was established in this small town, it brought great promise. For the first time, any local computer user could dial up anyone else for free to exchange messages, discuss issues. But 2 years in, the info zone, as it is called, is having growing pains.
There is a lot of what a lot of people are afraid of. There's a lot of garbage on here.
With 125 people signing on every day, incidents of obscenity, pornography, and online off-color feuds are forcing InfoZone administrators to police a growing war of words.
I've used the word bigoted. I've used the word slanderous and abuse.
John Treat, a born-again Christian, uses a computer in a coffee shop, one of 6 public terminals in the system. He has been pilloried by other InfoZoners for promoting, some say relentlessly, his religious beliefs.
I would say that somebody, unconsciously or consciously, has been trying to prevent me as a Christian from speaking my Christian viewpoints freely.
What do you want your password to be?
To keep personal battles from poisoning public interest, zone administrators are watching what is written in public forums and removing the most offensive items.
We've tried to be very careful about not imposing top-down control and censorship on this system.
So far, the online community here has seen only a few problems, serious enough that people have had their privileges suspended. No one has yet been thrown off.
There are rules that govern what you can...
Still, new users are now told that freedom, even in cyberspace, is not absolute.
It's not going to be the anarchist's heaven. It's important that people be accountable to one another.
They are learning the information highway can be bumpy. Tom Foreman, ABC News, Telluride.
This appetite for obscenity, pornography, scandal, and trash talk, as some would call it, was not born with the information highway. ABC's Jeff Greenfield adds a little perspective.
One of the richest sources of modern history can be found not in thick library books, but in dusty magazines like these. You turn back their pages and it's like peeling away the layers of the earth to reveal an ancient civilization perfectly preserved. For instance, we think of the 1950s as a time of innocence. Happy American suburbanites with happy jobs and happy families.
The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet.
And the popular culture of the day fed that myth, with squeaky clean TV families, untouched by problems, untempted by matters sexual.
Ricky, this is it.
You couldn't even use the word pregnant on TV back then. But during that time, this was one of the best-selling magazines in America, Confidential, a lurid scandal sheet that specialized in airing the dirty linen of the rich and famous. Some of the stories echo current scandals. This one looks a lot like the Hugh Grant flap. Some of them remind us how times have changed. Back then, most Americans could barely imagine that a celebrity could be gay. People may have hidden Confidential in their closets when the neighbors came by, but at its peak, the magazine was selling 4 million copies every issue.
Tonight, on Hard Copy, is the superstar hooked on drugs?
What's changed over the years? Not our appetite for scandal, but how it is being fed. Instead of being stashed away for private consumption, these stories are on display day and night, right in front of our eyes, and the eyes of our kids, at the flick of a remote control switch. What these magazines teach us then is that television did not create the taste for scandalous stories. What it has done, though, is to bring that taste out of the closet, to make it more accessible to all classes, to all ages, and, even if accidentally, to make it more respectable to appeal to that taste. I'm Jeff Greenfield.
And we'll be back.
Why just decorate when you can deck the halls? Why just make dessert when you can make magic? Cool Whip has 2 grams of fat, 2 merry little grams. So why live a little when you can live a lot?
So at Jenny's school play, I get this cough. Somebody handed me these Robitussin cough drops. They worked right away, and I could feel those vapors. Robitussin took the spotlight off me and put it where it belonged.
Robitussin cough drops from the cough experts.
When I was young, Mom was always making sure I ate right.
It wasn't always easy.
Well, now we're listening to our doctors and taking better care of our health with Ensure.
Ensure is recommended #1 by doctors as a source of complete balanced nutrition.
More than a vitamin supplement, Ensure has all the nutrients adults need to help stay healthy, active, be energetic.
Drink Ensure as a meal.
Or in between, Ensure. To your health, Mom.
To our health.
Ensure, recommended #1 by doctors.
Finally, great popcorn from your microwave. Power Pop. Presto Power Pop Microwave Multi-Popper. Exclusive power-based concentrates microwaves to pop virtually every kernel. Pop with oil for a buttery flavor. Power Pop. Pop without oil for a healthier, low-fat snack. A third cup of popcorn, 3 quarts of crunch. Other microwave poppers can't measure up. See? Dishwasher safe, too. Nothing pops like Power Pop. That's why it's endorsed by Orville Redenbacher. Power Pop puts power in the pop. From Presto.
Smucker's Simply Fruit is 100% Smucker's quality fruit, as in completely, entirely, without exception, exclusively Simply Fruit. 100% fruit, sweetened with fruit juice. And since 1897, Smucker's has been selecting only the very best. What more can we say? Okay, it's positively fat-free. With a name like Smucker's, it has to be good.
From Massachusetts today, what many people might call a case of highway robbery. Repair work with an unusual built-in cost. Here's ABC's John McKenzie.
In Massachusetts, when it comes to road work, it doesn't matter how big the job is or how small. An off-duty police officer is paid to watch over it. Never mind that in every other state, these traffic details are usually handled by civilians at half the cost. Here, the police have a monopoly. They even have it written into town bylaws.
Well, I think it's a license to steal because the police officers are taking money for an activity that's really not necessary or required.
Louis Truax is a retired highway superintendent in the town of Foxborough. Truax sent a worker to change the light bulb that shines on this flagpole, a 5-minute job outside any traffic lanes. But the police ordered the work stopped until an off-duty officer could be assigned. And when the town wanted to build a sidewalk around this corner, Truax discovered
the cost of the police officer was going to exceed the cost of putting the sidewalk in. Now that's a little ridiculous.
So what happened to the sidewalk?
It never got put in.
For police officers in Massachusetts, traffic detail is about as easy as it gets, up to $27 an hour, a guaranteed 4-hour minimum. It can be so relaxed that just a few yards from an open manhole, by a busy intersection, we found this officer sound asleep.
Here in Boston, on any given day, you can find as many as 300 uniformed off-duty officers watching over these sites. This one is on a dead-end street, directly in front of a police station.
You think you're needed on this particular job?
Yes, I do, yeah.
Why?
Because it's a city ordinance of Boston.
What good do you think you're doing by being here?
I'm not speaking any further to you. I explained it.
The 20-year-old practice of police-only details began as a way to give officers more money without negotiating large salary increases. But today, Massachusetts police officers are among the highest paid in the country. Massachusetts taxpayers could save up to $100 million a year by changing the policy. But that would mean angering the police. 3 years ago, legislators proposed using civilians to direct traffic on highway projects. But when 1,200 police officers packed the State House, the plan died.
Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to stand up and be counted and do it, that's all.
And that's what the 6,800 people of Halifax set out to do. At this town meeting in May, police officers fought to keep their traffic details, but for the first time in this state, the vote was put to a secret ballot. So today, in at least one Massachusetts town, road work is not only safe, but a little less expensive. John McKenzie, ABC News, Halifax, Massachusetts.
We'll have more in a moment.
Discover the feeling of Fixodent Fresh. A stronger, longer hold, a more secure, fresh approach to wearing dentures. And the fresh sensation gives you the confidence to live life without limits. Try a fresh approach.
Hertz is giving away double frequent flyer miles? Exactly. Let me get this straight. You got this great car from Hertz and double frequent flyer miles. Exactly. You're not going to stop that, are you?
You mean our Hertz car for the weekend is only $25 a day?
Exactly.
With free unlimited mileage and Hertz service?
Exactly.
What else could we ask for?
Some marshmallows?
Hertz, only $25 a day. Marshmallows not included.
Fibercon or Metamucil? Both give you the same predictable regularity, the same natural action of fiber. So what makes Fibercon different? With Fibercon, I get my fiber in 2 caplets. Fibercon, fiber regularity that's easier to take.
From the coast of California through Big Sky Country and back to New England. Climb aboard flagship Good Morning America as we celebrate America all this week on Good Morning America.
Finally tonight, pumpkins. Most people don't know what to do with those huge orange squashes after they've been used for autumn decorations. But in Delaware, some folks have come up with a wacky contest to make use and sport of their pumpkins. Here's ABC's James Walker.
First, there was Robert Goddard, the father of American rocketry. And now...
3, 2, 1.
My name, Captain Speed.
Why are you called Captain Speed?
Because I am a captain and I'm fast.
Captain Speed launches pumpkins.
Well, it's pumpkin chunkin' time again. Come on, all you neighbors and friends, it's time to make them pumpkins fly.
It's the 10th annual Delaware Pumpkin Chunkin' Contest. 20 contestants using junkyard equipment launch pumpkins at targets some 750 feet downrange.
Come on, baby, come on!
Mellow Yellow, powered by compressed air, is Captain Speed's creation.
What makes it work? Yeah. We have this enormous tank here. Then we have a ball valve directly from Kuwait. And then we have a super high tensile plastic barrel. And it's kind of like taking a straw with a pea and go just like that.
And this is the Determinator, with a 36-foot arm driven by a 270 horsepower engine. Other competitors take their inspiration from medieval history.
The device is a Mongol-type catapult where they used to seize villages. They'd put a dead body in it with botulism and throw it over the wall and kill everybody. So it's a Mongol thing.
The rules for this competition are about as sophisticated as these machines. You can't use explosives, pumpkins can't be frozen, and they've all got to weigh between 8 and 10 pounds. This is perfect at 9 pounds, 6 ounces. But a perfect weight does not always mean a perfect launch.
It's time to make them fly. It's time to make them fly.
James Walker, ABC News, Lewis, Delaware.
And that's World News Sunday. I'm Carol Simpson. Have a good week and good night.
This has been a presentation of ABC News. More Americans get their news from ABC.